Guess what? Tickets for the Silly Stories Spectacular in Melbourne go on sale on Thursday, the 2nd of October. If you're listening today, that's tomorrow. Or if you're listening tomorrow, that's today. Or if you're listening after that point, it might already be sold out. So check this episode's description to get the booking link and make sure that you don't miss out on your tickets to the Silly Story Spectacular in Melbourne. We hope to see as many of you there as possible. All right, here's today's story. One day, a little boy named Jude was sitting at home. Now, he was sitting down for lunch. He sat down at the table and he looked at his plate. It was empty. Mum, he called, what's for lunch? Said his mum. There's somebody special coming over to help with lunch today, she said. Who's coming over? Said Jude. You'll see, said his mum. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Ooh, that might be for you, said his mum. Okay, said Jude. So Jude went over to the front door to find out who was there. When he got to the door, he opened it, and standing in front of him was a man with very long arms and very long legs. Who are you? Said Jude. I'm Thingy Whopper, said the man standing at the door, and I have come to help you with lunch. Oh, said Jude. Fantastic, because I don't have any food at the moment, so you can help me put some new food on my plate. What are we going to be having? Well, said Thingy Whopper, you'll have to wait and see. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, let's get inside. So Thingy Whopper walked through. Wow, your arms and legs are so long, said Jude. Yes, they are, said Thingy Whopper, but they are very, very useful. All right, come to the table. Okay, said Jude. So Jude went back over and sat down at his plate. Okay, Thingy Whopper, what's for lunch? We are, said Thingy Whopper. What? Said Jude. We are going on a very exciting adventure. What do you mean? Said Jude. Let's go. Go where? Said Jude. Thingy Whopper sat down at the table opposite Jude. I suggest you hold on to the table. What is happening? Said Jude. Just then, the roof lifted off, and there was a giant looking down inside their house. Ah! Said Jude. Don't worry, said Thingy Whopper. This is my friend. His name is Boris. Hello, said Boris the giant. We are going on an adventure inside Boris. What? Said Jude. Come on, go for it, Boris. Swallow us whole. I don't think I want to be swallowed whole, said Jude. Don't worry, said Thingy Whopper. It will be fun. So Boris reached down, picked up Thingy Whopper and Jude, and lifted them into the air. Ah! Said Jude. He threw them up into the sky and swallowed them whole. Ah! Screamed Jude. It's okay, said Thingy Whopper. You can stop screaming. Jude stopped screaming and opened his eyes. There was some kind of gate. What is going on? Come on, said Thingy Whopper. They walked over to the gate. Hello. Oh, hi, Thingy Whopper, said a little man at the gate. What is that man doing here? Said Jude. Well, he has to make sure that only the right people get to go for an adventure inside Boris. This is very strange, said Jude. It's actually lots of fun. Come on. Yes, me, Thingy Whopper, and I've brought Jude. Okay, Thingy Whopper, here you go. Here's your tickets. Tickets, said Jude. Come on, in we go. So Thingy Whopper and Jude stepped through the gate with their new tickets. What is going on in here? Said Jude. Well, Boris is actually not a real giant. What? No, he is actually just a pretend robot that has been built so that we can go on fun party-swallowing adventures. This is strange, said Jude. Yes, but there are so many fun games to play inside the party, Boris. Come on, let's go. As they walked through the gate, Jude started to look around. There's all kinds of different pathways. Where do they all go? There's only one way to find out. Come on, let's go this way. So Thingy Whopper took Jude down the first path. What's this one? This is the fruit alley. The fruit alley, said Jude. Yes, come on. You didn't think I'd leave you without food. What is going on? Said Jude. Okay, I'll tell you the full story. This is actually a lunch adventure. As we go for our adventure through the middle of Boris the giant robot, we actually get to eat all kinds of amazing things. So, first path, let's go down the fruit. Okay, said Jude. As they started to walk down, Jude realized that there was something different about this fruit. Thingy Whopper, the fruit all seems to be... Yes, it is flying! We need to catch our own fruit to have something to eat. Ha-ha! All right, here, grab one of these nets. Thingy Whopper handed Jude one of the nets that was on the side of the doorway. Oh, thank you. Okay, go ahead, catch whatever you like. Okay, said Jude. So Thingy Whopper and Jude started running down the giant tunnel that was filled with all kinds of flying fruit. As they ran along, Jude scooped up all the bits and pieces. I got some strawberries, he yelled. And I have some blueberries. Can you catch us some bananas? Okay, said Jude. He raced over to the side and started chasing one of the bananas. But the banana was actually quite cheeky. It seemed to be flying away from him in lots of different directions. Thingy Whopper, this banana's trying to get away. Don't worry, we'll work together. We'll catch him. Thingy Whopper raced over as well, and with one of his very long arms stretched out with the net, and whoosh, I told you that my long arms were very useful. They are, said Jude. All right, I'll get a banana for you. He reached out with his other arm and another net, and whoosh, caught another banana. Are we ready? They looked at their nets that were full of flying fruit. Then Thingy Whopper clapped his hands. When he did, all the fruit stopped flying and fell to the ground. Thingy Whopper, why didn't you do that at the start? We could have just picked up whatever we wanted. Well, said Thingy Whopper, that wouldn't have been as much fun now, would it? No, I think you're right.
Oh, that was ticklish,
they heard a voice from outside. It's okay, Boris, we're heading to the next pathway. Okay, said Jude. Come on, have a banana now and we'll save the rest for later. So as they walked, Jude and Thingy Whopper ate their bananas as they walked towards the next pathway. When they got there, they stopped. What's this one? Said Jude. Well, we've got some fruit, we need some veggies. Oh, okay, said Jude. Will they be flying around like the last place? Not quite. I suggest you put this on. Thingy Whopper handed Jude a helmet. What's the helmet for? Trust me, you will need it, said Thingy Whopper. Okay. Ready? All right, I will open the door. When we get in there, remember, we need to catch the vegetables. Okay. And if you see a pumpkin coming, I suggest you duck. What? Said Jude. Come on! Thingy Whopper opened the door. And as they stepped through, all the vegetables were up one end. They seemed to turn and start flying directly at Thingy Whopper and Jude. Wah! Said Jude. Take them out, yelled Thingy Whopper as he started running forward. He raced forward and dove and caught a potato in his arms. He tackled it to the ground and it tried to get away. Oh, no, I've got you. Come on, let's go, said Thingy Whopper as he grabbed it and stuffed it inside a sack that he was holding. Come on, Jude, tackle some of those vegetables. Okay, said Jude. He started running straight towards a carrot that was flying straight back at him. Tackle, said Jude, and he tackled the carrot with both arms. It's trying to get away, said Jude. Hold on, I'm coming, said Thingy Whopper. Thingy Whopper raced over with the sack. Quick, put it in. Jude held it tight and started to lift it into the sack. There you go. Once he threw it in, it stopped trying to attack him. Hey, this is actually a bit of fun. Yes, and we can even break some of the vegetables. Do you want to break some? Really, said Jude. Come on, hold one of these. Thingy Whopper handed Jude a baseball bat. Okay, what do I do with this? Swing! Swing! Okay, said Jude. He swung the baseball bat at a capsicum that was flying straight towards him. It exploded into tiny little pieces. Yippee! Yelled the tiny little pieces of capsicum. Did I hurt it? Said Jude. No, these vegetables love being blasted into pieces. It makes them a lot easier to prepare later on. Okay, said Jude. Smash more of them. Smash everything you can so it's ready for a stir fry. Oh, okay. So Jude continued to swing the baseball bat at whatever vegetables he could see. He smashed tomatoes and eggplants and all kinds of things. Look out! It's a pumpkin! Yelled Thingy Whopper. The pumpkin came flying straight towards Jude. Wow! He ducked underneath. That was huge. It's coming back! Yelled Thingy Whopper. As the giant pumpkin was flying straight towards Jude, he was getting ready to duck, but then he had an idea. He swung the baseball bat as hard as he could and the pumpkin exploded. Huzzah! Yelled Thingy Whopper. That was amazing! Well done, Jude! Well done! That was fun, said Jude. All right. Thingy Whopper clapped his hands and all the vegetables fell to the ground. That was cool. "All right," said Thingy Whopper. "One more tunnel to head down." "What's the next tunnel?" "Well, it's the tunnel of condiments." "Condiments? What are condiments?" "Like sauces and dressings and all those sorts of things. We need to get a nice dressing for our vegetables, and we need to get a chocolate sauce for our fruit." Oh, yum. So, Thingy Whopper and Jude stepped towards the last tunnel. "Are you ready, Jude?" "How do we get them?" "With these," said Thingy Whopper. Thingy Whopper handed Jude a special pair of shoes. They seemed to have some kind of cup shape on the bottom, and they looked a little bit like ice skates. "How do these work?" said Jude. "Well, when we step through this tunnel, you need to be prepared. It gets very, very fast. Try and skate through the right condiments to collect whatever we can." Okay, said Jude, not quite sure what was going to happen. "All right," said Thingy Whopper. "And if we beat the fastest time, we get an extra prize. 3, 2... "What fastest time?" said Jude. "Never mind. 1, go!" Thingy Whopper opened the door, and on the other side was some kind of strange water slide that had all different coloured sauces going down. "Here we go," said Jude as he stepped on and started skating down the middle. He was collecting all kinds of different sauces. "This is going to be a very strange tasting one. Yes, try and catch the dressings with your left foot and try and catch the sweet sauces with your right foot." "Okay," said Jude. He tried to look for what he thought might be sweet. That looks like chocolate sauce." "No, that's barbecue," said Thingy Whopper. "Uh-oh," said Jude. "I collected some. Never mind, keep going." They skated down the giant water slide of all the different sauces, collecting all different things along the way. As they skated, it got faster and faster and faster. "Jude, you're close to the record. Don't worry about the sauces, just go!" yelled Thingy Whopper. "Okay," said Jude, and he skated as quickly as he could straight towards the opening at the end. As he burst through, alarms and sirens and party poppers went off everywhere. "We have a new record," said the man at the bottom. What happened?" said Jude. "You did it," said Thingy Whopper as he blasted through the tunnel at the bottom as well. "You've created the new record for the condiment slide skate." What does that mean?" "It means we get the special prize," said Thingy Whopper. "What's the special prize?" said Jude. "Well," said Thingy Whopper, "I don't know. I've never actually won the special prize before. It's 2 free tickets back to Boris the Giant's Swallowing Food Adventure." "Oh, well, that's kind of fun. You can bring back your mum." "Ha, that'll be fun," said Jude. "Thank you, Mr. Man." "Now show us what sauces you collected." Jude took off his shoes and they seemed to be filled with something very, very strange looking. I'm not sure if this'll taste any good." "Don't worry," said Thingy Whopper. "We will make it fun. All right, time for us to get out of here." "How do we get out?" said Jude. We asked Boris to give us a good old-fashioned sneeze." "A sneeze?" "Yes, that's how we get back out. All right, Boris!"
Yes!
said Boris. "Sneeze time," said Thingy Whopper. "What?" said Jude. "I'm not sure I want to go out via a sneeze." "Too bad. That's how we get out of here. Ready, set." said Boris. And with that, boom, boom, Thingy Whopper and Jude landed back in their seats at the table, holding their bags of fruit and vegetables and 2 tubs of strange-looking sauce. "All right," said Thingy Whopper. "Time for lunch." He popped it down. He quickly chopped up all the vegetables and somehow cooked them straight away. He sliced all the fruit into tiny little pieces and covered them in the sauces. Just then, Jude's mum walked in. She saw the plates of food. Can I try some?" she said. "Of course," said Thingy Whopper. Jude handed a plate towards his mum. "Try some of it," he said. His mum picked up a piece of pineapple that had some kind of strange sauce all over it. She popped it in her mouth. "Wow! The flavour explosion is incredible! What's in that sauce?" she said. "Well," said Jude, "I don't think you'd believe me, even if I told you." And that is the end of the story. This episode is brought to you by Boris the Robotic Giant Swallow Me Whole Eating Food Adventures. Have you ever wanted to be swallowed whole by a giant and go on amazing food adventures inside his tummy? Then come see us over at the Boris Adventures of Swallowing Giant Robotic. Oh, I need to come up with a shorter name, it's too confusing. Anyway, we hope you've been enjoying silly stories for kids. Make sure to leave a review wherever you find your podcast and share it with every single one of your friends. This has been me, Thingy Whopper. And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.